Everybody, and welcome back to Weekly Real Estate Tips with Tori. I am Tori Ellens. So this week we're talking mortgages and your money. I'm very proud to have Matt Weber with Fairway Mortgage with us this week. He is a top lender here in the Phoenix area. And today we're going to just talk with Matt and find out why he's different, how his team stands out. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the mortgage and what's happening in his market. So welcome, Matt.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words as well. On that topic of obviously there's lots of lenders in Arizona, US
I think there's a few thousand, right?
Yeah. So definitely a lot of competition. So on my end, it's about sticking out, like what can I do different? And where I've made an impact in the market is making the client experience very, I don't want to say intimate, but very personal, right? And so and I'm sure you've noticed when I get a referral, I will do everything I can to be the point of contact and the person they trust the entire time. In our business, that will have a capacity, and then it's a matter of delegating from there. Like, what can you delegate where you're still basically the only point of contact? One thing I really pride myself on and our team on is communication. Yeah. We're available all the time. After hours, weekends, you name it, and it's my cell phone. They're calling me, asking questions, and we build this high level of trust. And with that, it's extra work, but it leads to more referrals. It leads to them trusting to pass my information along to friends. So yeah, I would say
trust is big, yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. You're selling a house. Right. For you too, it's all about trust.
And I know mortgages are very scary for people, right? This is one of their largest purchases they'll make. And whether it's their first home or a seasoned buyer who's bought several, it's still a very big decision. So walking them through those intimate details are very important. And I know that in today's world, we've become so computer friendly where everything is go online, do this, do that. That's scary. So for you, it's kind of hand walking them through that process. Right.
And it's adapting to the client. If they want to do it all online and keep it brief like that, that's fine. But mostly, and especially with like a first time home buyer, it's like they want to know who they're working with. Like this person, I'm trusting them with this big financial decision. It's a lot of money. And for someone buying their first home, it's super important that they can trust that person and not be passed around.
Right. And I think too, I've personally talked to you several times after hours. And so for us as agents, we work 24/7, 7 days a week. I go to bed a little early, but I've been with you on the phone at 9:30 at night. And Ideally, we don't like to operate on that schedule, but we understand certain clients need that. And you've always been available. So I think that's huge as well. We know real estate from our world, the inventory is low, the market is hot. We know all of that. We know rates are good, but tell us a little bit more from your side of that.
Totally. So kind of to piggyback right on the real estate side, I think the biggest thing we're seeing is inventory is low. And when it comes into us, we're getting a lot of referrals because rates are low. And so it's a good time to get a mortgage. It's a good time to buy a house. So you guys hand us a lead or a referral, and we get them all excited about buying and go over all the numbers and whatnot. And then there's nothing out there and they get discouraged. And they're like, oh, could I do this? Could I do this? And it's like, well, you could. Here's what's going to cost. And so I would say that right now, the biggest struggle in the market is inventory. And it's a matter of, buyers losing motivation.
Well, and I think the biggest challenge there is, yes, inventory is low, but having a buyer pre-approved is imperative.
Really good point.
And many buyers are afraid to do that. They're like, well, let's just go see what's out there. Well, the reality is we're going to find you a home. But when we do, you have to put yourself at the top of that buyer field and make sure you stand out. And I know one of the things that you offer that I love is that you'll personally call the other agent, not just give them a pre-qual, but tell them how strong this buyer is and how strong your team is, and that this is going to get through closing at a very rapid pace or an extended pace, whatever the seller's looking for.
Exactly. So, yeah. And actually I was going to touch on that. I'm glad you mentioned that. And that's one of the little tricks that we like to do because it is so competitive. And if you're selling the house, if you're the listing agent and you're representing your seller, you want to know who you're working with. You want to make sure that they get to the end and they're going to get a loan. Right. Because back to the online stuff, it's like, oh, you clicked a few buttons and oh, you're approved. Right. That's not always what it is. And you guys know that. Right. You're going to look at that and be like, tell your seller, like, don't look at this offer because we don't know this is going to close. Like this
All
person
those
called
online lenders. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, great. They're showing flashy rates and this and whatnot. And click here, get mortgaged. That's not the reality. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, I know that you have done an amazing job for our clients, and we're always I'm very picky, and I know that my team is picky too. So if you guys are looking for an amazing lender, either you're looking to purchase or you're looking to do a refinance, because there's also a huge opportunity for that now. How can they reach you?
Go to webergrouphomeloans.com. Also, my cell phone, 480-270-0804. Honestly, that's the best for me.
Excellent, excellent. Well, guys, again, Matt Weber, Fairway Mortgage, super excited to have talked with him today. If you have other questions or would like to get more information on a purchase or a refi, reach out to Matt. And we look forward to speaking with you next week. Until then, have an amazing week.
Thank you.